Welcome to the second video in the series, How to Manage Stress. Today we will give answers to one big question. How to manage stress in different situations. Hello, my name is Michael and I'm a wellness consultant for Herbalife Nutrition. I help people to have a fantastic body, wonderful health, and good mental health for over 18 years. Watch the whole video, do not miss a minute to learn how to manage stress successfully. Only if you know you can protect yourself. Towards the end of the video, a unique bonus. Answer to the question, what is the best start to relieving stress? I give you 5 seconds to subscribe now to receive first in the next video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's started. First of all, let's see what causes us stress. First, insecurity, financial or otherwise, a demanding routine or interpersonal conflicts and traumatic experience. In the previous video, we saw how stress affects us. But one thing we must not forget is that when a stressor remains, it can leave you chronically anxious or tense, like a motor that stays revved up. So learning how to deal with stress is important to both your physical and your mental well-being. Let's see. Managing stress. Stress in itself is not necessarily harmful. The American Psychological Association has noted, stress is to the human condition what tension is to the violin string, too little and the music is dull and raspy, too much and the music is shrill or the string snaps. Stress can be the kiss of death or the spice of life. The issue is how to manage it. Adding another dimension, people vary in temperament and general health. So what stresses one person may not stress another. That said, you are likely overstressed if your routine makes you so tense that you cannot relax or deal with the occasional emergency. To help them cope with chronic stress, some people turn to alcohol, drugs, or tobacco. Others begin abnormal eating patterns or sit passively in front of a TV or computer. Such habits do not address the underlying problem but may, in fact, exacerbate it. How, then, can we learn to manage stress effectively? Could applying timeless wise advice help you? Consider that question in light of 4 common causes of stress. First, insecurity. Not one of us has total security. As a timeless piece of advice says, time and unexpected events overtake us all. How can you cope with feelings of insecurity? Try these suggestions. First, confide in a trusted family member or friend. Studies show that the support of loved ones consistently confers protection against stress-related disorders. Yes, a true friend shows love at all times, and is a brother who is born for times of distress. Second, do not continually focus on worst-case scenarios. Such thinking does little more than drain emotional reserves. And what you fear may not happen. It is wise to apply the counsel, never be anxious about the next day, for the next day will have its anxieties. The second cause of stress is demanding routine. A relentless routine of commuting, working, studying, or caring for children or elderly parents can keep stress levels high. Moreover, stopping some of these activities may be out of the question. What, then, can you do to cope? First, try to give yourself some downtime, and get adequate rest. The ancient advice says, better is a handful of rest than 2 handfuls of hard work and chasing after the wind. Second, set sound priorities, and adopt a modest lifestyle. Consider simplifying your life, perhaps by reducing expenses or time spent at work. Another cause of stress is interpersonal conflicts. Conflicts with others, especially in the workplace, can be very stressful. If you experience such difficulties, you have some options that might help. First, when someone upsets you, try to stay calm. Do not add fuel to the fire. A mild answer turns away rage, but a harsh word stirs up anger, says a proverb. Second, try to settle differences privately and respectfully, thus dignifying the other person. Third, try to gain insight into his or her feelings and viewpoint. Such insight slows down anger because it puts us in the other person's shoes. It can also help us to see ourselves through the other person's eyes. Fourth, try to forgive. Forgiveness is not only beautiful, it is also good medicine. As reported in a 2001 study, unforgiving thoughts resulted in significantly higher blood pressure and heart rate, whereas a forgiving attitude reduced stress. Another thing that presses us is traumatic events. Ning, who lives in Cambodia, suffered a string of tragedies. In 1974, she was injured when a bomb exploded at an airport. The following year, her 2 children, her mother, and her husband all died. In the year 2000, her home and other belongings were destroyed by fire, and 3 years later, her second husband died. At that point, she wanted to end her life. Yet, Ning found a way to cope. And because she benefited so much from what she learned, she in turn began to take the time to help others taste the same benefits. Her story calls to mind a 2008 study by British researchers. One way to develop resilience in the face of stress, they found, was to give in some way to others, advice that has long been espoused in the Bible. And now time to bonus. What is the best start to relieving stress? Making certain lifestyle changes is the best start to relieving stress, says the National Institutes of Health (NIH) in the United States. Start with eating a well-balanced, healthy diet as well as getting enough sleep and exercise. Also, limit caffeine and alcohol intake and don't use nicotine, cocaine, or other street drugs. The NIH also suggests taking breaks from work, spending time with family or friends, learning to make things with your hands, or learning to play a musical instrument. I'm sure you really like this series, so I put the main points of this video in the description so you can easily find or share them with someone. In order not to miss such wonderful videos, subscribe to the channel now. And please tell me, what is the first thing you decided to do to control stress? Eat healthily and exercise, or to become more forgiving? Write in the comments which of the two will do first. And if you like this video, click like and send it to your friends and your family. In these times we live, everyone needs to know to protect themselves. Until the next video, have a good time and be happy.